Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Blue Eyes Talks. I'm Blue and I like to talk about figure skating. In today's video I'm going to do another biography of a skater, and this time it's one of my all-time favourites, Japanese figure skater Mao Asada. Mao Asada was born on the 25th of September in 1990 in Meito-kun in Nagoya in Japan. She has an older sister, Mai Asada, who's 2 years older than her and was also a figure skater, who won gold medals on the Junior Grand Prix series and went to the Four Continents Championships. Mao studied classical ballet from the ages of 3 to 9 and followed her sister into figure skating. She started skating in 1995 and started competing in 1999. Mao won the Junior Novice Championships in the 2002 to 2003 season and was invited to the Junior Championships, where she then placed 4th. She also competed in Seniors and placed 7th. In the next season, 2003 to 2004, Mao repeated the same placements at the Junior and Novice levels, and she finished 8th at Senior Nationals. Mao idolised Midori Ito growing up, and has a dog called Aero, named after the Aero chocolate. Mao's first junior international competition was in the 2004 to 2005 season, where she competed in 2 Junior Grand Prix events. She competed in the Junior Grand Prix USA and the Junior Grand Prix Ukraine, winning the gold medal in both, and qualified for the Junior Grand Prix final, where she also won the gold medal. Mao became the first junior lady skater to land a triple axel in the competition, and she was the 5th woman in the world overall. Mao then won the Junior Japanese Nationals ahead of her sister and qualified for the 2005 Junior Worlds. Mao was invited to the Senior National competition, where she won the silver medal. At the Junior World Championships, Mao broke the combined total record and the free skating record with 179.24 points and 119.13 points respectively, and she won the gold medal with a lead of 20.31 points over Yuna Kim, who won the silver. In the 2005 to 2006 season, Mao was able to move up to the senior level for the Grand Prix circuit, even though she couldn't go to the Olympics or World Championships because of her age. At the 2005 Cup of China, Mao won the silver medal overall, and in her second event, Mao won the gold medal. Mao qualified for the Senior Grand Prix final, where she won the gold medal at the age of 15 years old, and placed 8.14 points ahead of the silver medalist, Irina Slitskaya. At the national championships, Mao placed 3rd in both the short and free program, and she won the silver medal behind Fumi Suguri. As she was age ineligible for the Olympics, she was then sent to the 2006 World Junior Championships, where she finished in 2nd place behind Yuna Kim. At these Junior World Championships, Mao became the first lady to land a triple axel in the short program at an ISU championship. In 2006, Mao moved from Japan to the USA and began training with Rafael Artunian in California. And she said that this was good because she was able to escape the overcrowding of the Japanese rinks and the pressure from the Japanese media. At Skate America, Mao placed 3rd overall after winning the short program and placing 4th in the free skate. Mao then won her second event, the NHK Trophy, with a score of 199.42 points and breaking the world record for the combined score in a ladies' event. At the Grand Prix final, Mao won the short program but had a difficult free skate, placing 4th in that segment and winning the silver overall behind Yuna Kim. Mao then went on to win the Japanese National Championships by a margin of 26.11 points ahead of Miki Ando, who won the silver, and here she was sent to the World Championships in 2007. At the World Championships, Mao placed 5th in the short program, and during her free skate, she landed a triple axel along with multiple triple jumps, earning a new world record of a free skate score of 133.13 points, and this record stood for 8 months. She won the silver medal behind her compatriot Miki Ando, finishing just 0.64 points behind her and 8.31 points ahead of Yuna Kim, the bronze medalist. In the summer of 2007, Mao started getting some additional training from Tatiana Tarasova in Russia, and Rafael Artunian remained her primary coach. At Skate Canada, Mao won the gold medal, finishing ahead of Yukari Nakano, who won the silver, and Mao then won the trophy Eric Bompard ahead of Kimi Messine. At the Grand Prix final, Mao didn't perform a solo triple jump, and so she placed 6th in the short program, but the next day she won the free skate and so won the silver medal overall behind Yuna Kim. Mao again won the Japanese national championships ahead of Miki Ando, and so was named to the World and Four Continents Championships. However, before Four Continents, she split with Rafael and returned to Japan to practice at Chuko University. She competed at both Four Continents and Worlds without a coach, but was accompanied by an official instead. At Four Continents, in her debut, Mao won both segments of the competition and won the gold medal, finishing 13.71 points ahead of the silver medalist Joannie Rochette. At the World Championships, she was second in the short program, 0.18 points behind Carolina Kostner, and in the free skate, she was second to Yuna Kim by 1.92 points, but she won the gold medal overall by 0.88 points, winning her first world title. In the summer of 2008, after leaving Rafael, Mao returned to Russia and she was formally coached by Tatiana Tarasova, who'd been her partial coach before. On the Grand Prix series, Mao finished second at the trophy Eric Bompard, and she won the gold medal at the NHK Trophy, qualifying for the Grand Prix final. Mao won the free skate at the Grand Prix final and defeated Yuna Kim, her longtime rival, to win the gold medal. Mao also made history in the free skate, as she was the first woman to land 2 triple axels in the same program at an ISU competition, as one was solo and one was in combination with a double toe loop. At the Japanese National Championships, Mao placed second in both the short and the free skate, but she won the gold medal overall for her 3rd straight national title. At the Four Continents Championships, Mao placed 6th in the short program after an issue, but she won the free skate. Her first triple axel was popped to a single, but she did the second one and got 8.8 points for it. Mao placed 3rd in the competition behind Yuna Kim of South Korea and Joannie Rochette from Canada. At the World Championships, Mao placed 3rd in the short program and 4th in the free skate, so she finished 4th overall. Mao then went on to compete at the World Team Trophy, where she won the short and the free, placing 1st in the ladies' event with personal bests for the short program and the combined total. Team Japan finished 3rd overall, behind the USA and Canada. Mao started off the Olympic season with the Grand Prix, where she won the silver medal at the trophy Eric Bompard, and she finished 5th overall at the Rostelecom Cup, and so she didn't qualify for the Grand Prix final. At the Japanese National Championships, Mao placed 1st in both the short and the free program, and she won her 4th consecutive Japanese national title, ahead of the silver medalist Akiko Suzuki. At the Four Continents Championships, Mao placed 3rd in the short program after she under-rotated her triple axel, she popped her triple flip, and she got a time deduction of 1 point. She was 1st in the free skate, and she won the gold medal ahead of Akiko Suzuki. It was at the Four Continents Championship that Mao revealed that she had not personally been coached by Tatiana Tarasova since the Rostelecom Cup. This was due to Tatiana's health problems, and Mao was mostly coached by her assistant, Shanetta Follet, instead. Mao then competed at the 2010 Winter Olympic Games, and this event was almost advertised as the big showdown between the childhood rivals, Mao Asada and Yuna Kim. In the short program, Mao landed a triple axel double toe, a triple flip, and a double axel, where she scored 73.78 points and finished 2nd in that segment. In the free program, she landed 2 triple axels, but then had issues with some of her other jumping passes, and she won the silver medal behind Yuna Kim. She earned a Guinness World Record from this for the most triple axels performed by a female skater in a competition, with 3 overall, and she was named as Japan's flag bearer at the closing ceremony. Tatiana was with her at these events, but after this, she and Mao parted ways. After this, at the World Championships, Mao won another world title and became the first singles skater from Asia to win multiple world championships. Mao changed coaches a couple of times, and in September she finally settled with Nobu Sato. Mao had decided to relearn all of her jumps from scratch to make her technique better, and this unfortunately contributed to a bit of a slump in her results. At the NHK Trophy, Mao placed 8th in both the short and free program and finished 8th overall, and at the Eric Bompard Trophy, she finished 5th in the free skate and 5th overall after 7th in the short program. At the Japanese National Championships, Mao placed 1st in the short program and 2nd in the free skate, finishing 2nd overall behind Miki Ando. At the 2011 Four Continents Championship, Mao placed 2nd in both programs and won the silver medal overall, again behind Miki Ando. At the 2011 World Championships, Mao placed 7th in the short, 6th in the free, and finished 6th overall. The next season, Mao started off with the 2011 NHK Trophy, where she won the silver medal behind Akiko Suzuki. At the Cup of Russia, she won the event and qualified for the Grand Prix final. However, due to her mother's serious illness, she withdrew and she returned to Nagoya Hospital. Unfortunately, Mao was too late and her mother died while she was flying back. At the Japanese National Championships, Mao secured her 5th national title and qualified for the ISU Championships of Four Continents and Worlds. At Four Continents, she won the short and finished 2nd in the free, winning the silver medal behind Ashley Wagner. At the World Championships, Mao placed 4th in the short program and 6th in the free skate, and after the disappointing World Championships, her mother's death, and dealing with reworking her jump technique, Mao considered giving up competition. She visited her choreographer Laurie Nicole for an exhibition number, and that's when Mao realised that she still liked skating and would keep competing. Mao won her 2 Grand Prix events in 2012, the Cup of China and the NHK Trophy, where she qualified for the Grand Prix final. At the final, Mao placed 1st in both the short and the free skate, winning the gold medal. Mao then went on to win her 6th national title, and she was qualified for the Four Continents Championships and the World Championships. At Four Continents, she placed 1st in the short program after landing her first triple axel that season, and she won the free skate, winning the gold medal overall ahead of her teammates Akiko Suzuki and Kanako Murakami, and this was the second time that Japan had swept the podium at Four Continents. At the World Championships, Mao finished with a bronze medal and a personal best free skate score of 134.37. Mao then went on to compete at the World Team Trophy, where she placed 5th individually and Team Japan placed 3rd. In the Olympic season, the 2013-14 season, Mao won both of her Grand Prix assignments, Skate America and the NHK Trophy. With these, Mao became the first single skater, male or female, to win all 7 of the events on the Grand Prix series. Mao qualified for the final and won her 4th consecutive Grand Prix final title, and she became the first woman to win 2 consecutive Grand Prix seasons undefeated. In December, she competed at the Japanese National Championships, where she led after a strong short program but placed 3rd in the free skate and finished 3rd overall. Mao was named to the Olympic team for 2014, and she competed in the team event and the individual event. Mao competed the ladies' short program at the team event, where she fell on the triple axel and placed 3rd individually. Overall, Team Japan placed 5th. In the individual event, she had a nightmare short program, finishing 16th after she fell on her triple axel, under-rotated her triple flip, and doubled her triple loop. Many prominent figures in the figure skating community reached out to her and provided her support for the free skate, including Michelle Kwan and Evgeny Plushenko. Mao had overwhelming support from her fans and the other members of the figure skating community, but the former Japanese Prime Minister and Olympic chairman Yoshiro Mori criticized her for, quote, always failing at the most critical time, end quote. Mao was asked about his comments, and she said that they were in the past and she had moved on. She rebounded in the free skate with one of the best free skates, in my opinion, ever, and landed 8 triple jumps, earning a personal best of 142.71 points, and she was the third woman to score above the 140 mark. The other 2 women to do this were Yuna Kim's 2010 Olympic free skate and Yulia Lipnitskaya's 2014 team event score. Mao finished 3rd in the free skate and jumped from 16th to 6th overall. Multiple aspects of scoring at this ladies' event were criticised, one of them being the low component score given by the Olympic judges for Mao's free skate. Mao then went on to compete at the World Championships, where she broke the short program record with 78.66 points, beating that set by Yuna Kim at the 2010 Winter Olympics. She earned 138.03 points in the free skate and won her 3rd world title with 216.69 points, a new personal best, and she became the 10th woman in the world to have won 3 world championship titles. After winning Worlds, Mao said that there was a 50-50 chance she would continue her career, and in May 2014 she said that she would skip the next season as she was mentally and physically tired and she wanted a chance to focus on other aspects of her life, particularly attending university. In May 2015, Mao announced her intention to make a comeback after her break, and she resumed training with Nobu Sato. She competed at the 2015 Japan Open, and she landed her first triple axel in over a year of absence, and her first place skate to Madame Butterfly led Team Japan to first place overall. At the Grand Prix Series, she competed at the Cup of China, where she landed her triple axel and 3 other triple jumps in the short program. She placed 1st in the short and 3rd in the free program here, winning Cup of China overall. She also competed at the NHK Trophy, where she won the bronze medal after some jump issues, and she qualified for the Grand Prix final, where she finished in 6th overall. Mao competed at the Japanese National Championships, where she won the bronze medal behind Satoko Miyahara and Wakabe Higuchi, and she was selected to compete at both the 4 continents and the World Championships, as Higuchi was too young to do so. She withdrew from the 4 continents championships so that she could focus on the World Championships. In the short program, she stumbled on her triple axel and a triple loop, but the next day she performed a beautiful free skate, landing all of her other jumping passes. Some of them were deemed under-rotated, but the maturity and artistry was received with a standing ovation, and she finished 7th at what would become her final World Championships. Mao started the 2016-17 season with a silver medal on the Challenger Series at the Finlandia Trophy, where she finished behind Caitlin Osmond. On the Grand Prix Series, she finished 6th at Skate America, and she finished 9th overall at the Trophée de France. She finished 12th at the Japanese Nationals, and then in the April of 2017, Mao announced that she had retired from competition. Mao has done so many things outside of figure skating, like launching her own kimono brand named Mao Mao in 2011. She has appeared in numerous television shows and commercials, and has had multiple products named after her due to the love that Japan has for her. Mao founded the Mao Thanks Tour in 2018 and used it to express gratitude to her fans for their love and support, and she was the producer, director and main star. It was an 80-minute ice show centered around Mao and her memorable programs. The popularity of this tour was so intense that they kept on adding new locations, and within 4 years, the Mao Thanks Tour had visited all 47 prefectures of Japan and had held 202 performances. In November 2024, Mao opened a figure skating rink in Tachikawa in Tokyo called Mao Rink, and during the opening ceremony, she said that she thinks this is the best rink in the world, and her next goal is to produce skaters who can become world number one. Mao Asada is one of the most beloved female skaters in Japan, one of the most beloved female skaters ever, and her legacy will continue to live on. Many notable skaters, such as Yuzuru Hanyu, Shoma Uno, Hana Yoshida, Ami Nakai, and Anna Shabakova and Adelina Soltnikova, have all named Mao Asada as their inspirations. The junior world champion and shining star at the moment of Japan, Mao Shimada, was even named after Mao. Mao has made so much incredible history in figure skating, and she's inspired so many people with her beautiful performances and heartfelt, emotional responses. Her competition results have been up and down, particularly near the end of her career, but she's always been able to touch people's hearts, and she's never stopped inspiring. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If there's a topic you'd like me to cover, please do let me know either in the comments or on social media. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!